Hello student. Now today in this session of class 11 accountancy, we will be going to discuss about one more concept that is related with the rules of debit and credit. In the previous session we have discussed about the rules of debit and credit on the basis of the traditional approach. Now today we will be discussing about the rules of debit and credit on the basis of the modern approach of accounting. So in modern approach, the accounts are classified into 5 categories, 5 different categories. Okay, assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses. So we have classified the accounts into 5 different categories, and according to these 5 different categories, now we will be going to observe the rules of the debit and credit. So assets are those type of accounts which are being represented by the various types of the assets which are being purchased by the organization for the long-term use of the business. So all those accounting heads which represent this thing, that this is the particular item which is purchased by the business for a long-term use, so that is known as asset. Okay, so assets are in the ownership of the proprietor. The proprietor has the right on those things, like for example building, cash, etc. Okay, now when we have to see this thing, that while recording the transactions related with the assets, so what are the rules which we have to follow, and on the basis of those rules of debit and credit, how the assets will be recorded in the books of accounts. So in modern approach, the approach is fully working on the concept of increase and decrease. So if there is an increase in the asset, so that increase in the asset should be debited. So debit increase in assets. So whenever your asset increases, it should be debited. Let's say for example, you have purchased a building. So that is an asset for you, building. So if it increases, it should be recorded on the debit side. Credit, whenever your asset decreases, it should be credited. Let's say for purchasing the building, you have paid 5 lakh rupees cash. So cash is another example of asset. So when you have purchased the building, one asset has increased, so building should be debited, and the other asset has decreased, so that is cash has decreased, so it should be credited. So credit whenever your asset decrease. So decrease in asset should be credited. Now comes to liability. Liability represents those type of accounts in which the proprietor is supposed to pay a certain amount of money, or it is the responsibility of the business to pay a certain amount of money. Creditors are example of liability. Loans which we have borrowed from the financial institutes are example of the liability. Okay, so whenever there will be the new liability, that means whenever the increase in the liability will take place, so increase in the liability should be credited. Okay, increase in liability should be credited. Okay, for example, we have purchased the goods on credit. So if you have purchased the goods on credit, now you are responsible for paying a certain amount of money to your creditors. The suppliers are your creditors. So whenever your creditors will increase, so creditor is one of the liability. So any increase in the liability, it should be credited. Okay. Then when you are paying the money to your creditors, if you have paid certain amount of money to your creditors, so what will happen at that point of time, your creditors will decrease, आपके creditors decrease हो जाएंगे। तो जब creditor decrease होंगे तो आपकी liability क्या हो गई, decrease हो गई। So decrease in liability should be debited, okay, decrease in liability should be debited. If there is any decrease in any liability, it should be debited. Then comes capital. Capital is also treated as a part of your liability because liability is divided into two parts, internal and external. Your internal liability is your capital. So it will follow the same concept. ये same concept follow करेगी. Whenever the capital will increase, so that means it is an increase in the liability for the business. So it should be credited. So increase in capital should be credited. And in the same manner, if there is a decrease in the amount of capital, so it should be debited. Okay, so whenever the proprietor he invests the money in the business, at that point of time the capital increases. Okay, so it should be credited. And if he withdraw a certain amount of money, let's say for drawings, अगर उसने drawings के रूप में कुछ पैसा निकाल लिया है, so ultimately it shows the effect on its capital. उस condition में उसकी capital क्या हो जाती है, decrease हो जाती है. So these are the example of the capital also. Revenue. Revenue represent those types of accounts which shows certain income for the business. So revenue representing accounts are revenue from sales. So whenever you are selling the goods, you will get some money. Interest received, commission received, etc. All these are the amount related with revenue. Okay. So whenever there is an increase in the revenue, whenever there is an increase in the revenue, so what will happen? It should be credited. So increase in revenue should be credited. And whenever there is a decrease in the revenue, it should be debited. Let's say for example we have sold the goods. So sales can be treated as a revenue also. So whenever there will be the sale of the goods, the sales will increase. So it should be credited because we have earned something. And if we have returned certain goods, अगर हमने उसी में से मान लीजिए गुड रिटर्न कर दिए ड्यू टू एनी रीजन, so that will decrease your sales. So ultimately your revenue will decrease. Okay. Purchase, salary, wages. Now these are the examples related with expenses. So next category is expense. So whenever there are any expenses of the business, so whenever the expenses of the business will take place, it will increase the expense of the business. So any increase in the expense of the business, it should be debited. So debit, increase in expense. Let's say salary is being paid to the employees. So whenever you are paying the salary to the employees, so salary is one of the expense for you, which at present has increased. So salary account should be debited. Okay. Credit, decrease in expense. Okay. We have purchased the goods. So purchasing of goods means we have to pay the money. So that is one of the expense for you. But if due to certain reason we are returning back those goods which we have purchased, so that will decrease our expenses, because for that amount of goods we are not supposed to pay the money. So if there is any decrease in expense, it should be credited. So according to the modern approach, the accounts are classified into 5 categories: assets, liability, capital, revenue and expenses. And what are the rules related with the debit and credit? These are rules which are exclusively based on the concept of increase and decrease of these accounts. Okay. So debit and credit rules. For asset, increase in asset should be debited and decrease in asset should be credited. For liability, decrease in liability it should be debited and increase in liability it should be credited. For capital, again the same thing, decrease in capital it should be debited and increase in capital should be credited. Revenue, decrease in revenue should be debited and increase in revenue should be credited. And expenses, increase in expenses should be debited and decrease in expenses should be credited. So these are the rules which are based on the modern approach. Hope these rules are clear to you, and now you will be able to generalize the various types of transaction by making the use of the following rules also. You have seen this thing that in debit and credit we are getting both the thing, increase as well as decrease. So any concept related with increase or decrease is not supposed to be the final criteria that which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Because we are seeing that both the concepts are being followed here. Sometimes increase in one account is debited, sometimes decrease in another account is credited. So this means that increase, debit and credit are only the two sides of your books of accounts. Okay, ये सिर्फ दो साइड्स होती हैं आपकी बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स की, दैट इज द क्रेडिट साइड एंड द डेबिट साइड विच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय डेबिट लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एंड क्रेडिट राइट हैंड साइड. सो विच अकाउंट इज टू बी पोस्टेड ऑन द डेबिट साइड एंड विच अकाउंट इज टू बी पोस्टेड ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन दीज रूल्स. थैंक यू एंड हैव अ नाइस डे.